What's up, guys? This is Scott from Gonzo Sightseeing. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sync up the Lyra8 synth with any drum machine that has CV output, and we're going to be putting the CV output into a CV sequencer, and the CV sequencer is going to be going into the backseat of the Lyra and into the CV voices, and it's going to be making this thing make some crazy noises. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is tune the Lyra8. I have pre-tuned this to not bore the crap out of you. I'll just show you what we're working with. A nice pleasant drone. I like to tune the Lyra8 with all the pitch knobs at the noon o'clock position, so that if you want to start messing with the pitch during a jam, then you know where you can go back to make it go back into the original tuning that you made. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the master clock out from whatever drum machine you're using. In this case, I've got the Pulsar23, and what I've got going here is I have the master clock out going into the alligator clip to 1/8 inch adapter converter, and that is going to go down into the sync in on the CV sequencer. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the CV out on the CV sequencer, and we're going to plug it into the back of the Lyra8. I got a little room to work with here. I'm going to unplug the power just for a second, and as you can see, there is a CV voices input. So I've got the 1/8 inch jack from the CV sequencer going into a little 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch adapter, and that is going to go to the CV voices. I dropped my power adapter because there's no room in my small apartment, not even for a power adapter. Okay, now let's see here. So the next thing I'm going to do, we're basically ready to get going here. On the Pulsar23, I'm going to just start with the hi-hat synced to the master clock. And now that master clock is going to get the CV sequencer going. I've honestly just turned these knobs like a random, just some random combination. And so now we're going to bring up the hold knobs. Let's just do this one first, and I'll just show you when you put both of these switches down. So both of these switches usually enable the LFO or the feedback. But when there's something plugged into the CV voices jack in the back, it's going to default to that. Let's put them both down. Now let's bring up the bass here for voices. Now let's put these two down. Now it stands to be noted that the Lyra8 is kind of the cat of the synthesizer world, as in, this is not going to listen to exactly what you want to do. Like a cat, it kind of does its own thing with the CV signals. Like instead of this thing going into a standardized synth where you can actually get the real note of what each value should be, the Lyra8 mangles the crap out of it, adding to the fun of this experimental beast. And now we have this going to the beat. We can start messing with the different modulation sources. think it's time to add in a little bass and snare. Rock this beast out. What next? Mess with the mod knobs. Endless fun. And there you have a Lyra8 synced up crazily to a drum machine via a CV sequencer. Let's start messing with this thing. Just start turning the knobs, see what happens. Let's pick up the tempo. Crazier? Can it get crazier? Add in the LFO. And there you have it. That is the Lyra8 synced up by CV sequencer via CV output of a drum machine. And it is some of the most fun I've had with this crazy instrument. All right, guys, that about does it. I hope this helped you out. I hope you can have a little bit more insane times with this crazy beast. And my name's Scott from Gonzo Sightseeing. Check out my other videos or subscribe if you want. And I'll see you in the next one. Rock on!